Okay, now we're going to do free motion quilting. So you'll need to change your foot to a number 9, which is a darning foot. It's got a little spring in it. Again, slide it on. It's a little bit easier than the walking foot. I've still got my stitch length on 3, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn the machine around to show you that I'm going to drop the feed dogs. So the feed dog, okay, the button's on the side here. So if I push that, what happens is over here, the feed dogs, which pull the fabric through, they drop down. So you can see here they've dropped down now. And so now that's not going to feed my fabric through. I'm going to feed the fabric through manually when I move my fabric myself, okay? So again, I just want to get that thread underneath. So I'm just needle down, needle up, and that drags the fabric underneath. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, until I get the kind of feel for the motion stitching, is I'm just going to start with little tiny circles, okay? And then you could do all sorts of things like squares, you can do spirals, you could do smiley faces, you can draw pictures, you can do love hearts. It's really whatever you want to do once you get the feel for how to do motion stitching. So motion stitching is, free motion stitching is basically, it's just you in control of the machine and doing whatever design you want to keep your layers together, okay? So the key thing is to have consistent stitching, so you're not moving the fabric too fast through. You're trying to keep it nice and even as you stitch, okay? So if you have your foot on the presser foot, you want to keep it, on the pedal, sorry, you want to keep it consistent. So I wouldn't do too much stop and starting, okay? So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to start stitching around. So I'm actually moving the fabric through. The machine's only just going up and down. So I'm trying not to move too fast, because you'll see when I do move fast, the stitches get bigger and bigger and bigger. So all I'm doing is just little circles. And then once you get confident, you'll be able to pick up your speed and go a bit faster, yeah? So I'd recommend starting off slow first, and then pick up your speed. And the more practice you do, the better you'll get at your consistency with your stitches. You can try a love heart. Try flowers. I can try a square on this grey piece. So it's really just whatever you want, it's your choice for free motion. So that's where you get a bit more freedom.